if you don't think you love yourself enough, just look at other people and see how much they love themselves.
Right.
And then you're human too.
Yeah.
You're going to feel like that. And if you're not happy, that's different from loving yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So if you love yourself, everyone does. But if you spread love to others, that's going to give you happiness.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're going to be like, oh, so it wasn't loving myself that I needed. It was happiness, which I got from helping other people happy.
Right.
You know?
Dude, that's good. Like when you think about, where happiness stands, where happiness lies, right? It in itself, it's an emotion, and it's a crave. Happiness is an addiction.
Yeah.
And when we don't have that happiness, we call it a lack of love. We think that, okay, well, when we don't have this happiness, this lack of love, it's now what's going on in my life that's causing this. Am I not doing something, or are people not doing something? Is it because my job's bad, or it's really good but there's people there that are doing something, whatever it is? But it shouldn't be about even the happiness. When we think about the hardships in our lives, how are we conditioning ourselves for joy? And even joy is a deceiving thing in a way where how it's perceived. Joy is a conditioning of the heart.
Well, I think joy, I'll let you go on, but
Sure.
I think joy is, a lot of the times, people think of it as equal to happiness.
Right.
I think happiness is the feeling that you get when you are full of joy. So joy is a choice, happiness is a feeling. So go on.
No, dude, that's spot on, because when you do condition your heart for joy, it's about having that attitude of gratitude. And regardless of the hardships we go through, like we're all gonna go through stuff, right? And we've talked about it, off, in group on Thursday night that we go to, and we go through 1,000 things. And I've mentioned this before to a lot of friends. Like, I hate the saying, "There's always light at the end of the tunnel." Because for me, I've gone through situations like, all right, I'm in the tunnel, there's that light, and it's a train, and then I get ran over by the train, and then I'm able to, I can get myself up a little bit after that hit, and then I go and I continue through the tunnel, and boom, now the tunnel branches off into 4 different tunnels, and there's a train going down each one. So I hate that saying so much, because it's just, you don't know what that light's gonna be, whether it's a deceit or if it is truly a light. And
there's no end of the tunnel.
There is
either.
no end of the tunnel until you die, right?
Yeah.
But the point is, if you're conditioning your heart for joy, if you are giving yourself an attitude of gratitude, if you're being grateful for where you are, what you have, and being consistent in that, happiness will come through that. But it's not always going to be, well, I'm giddy happy. Sometimes, like, I am happy. I may not look it. I may be kind of sad for whatever is going on in life, but I am happy because I am joyful. I'm thankful for what I've been given, what I'm doing in my life. I have a great job. I have great friends. I have a lot of, good people surrounding me, because I did the legwork to surround myself with people, and God provided the right people in my life. So even though I may be in the tunnel for the rest of my days, I don't care. Like, hit me again.
Yep.
Do it, because I'm just going to stand up faster, because I've gotten hit before. So you can hit me again with a train. I know what it feels like. Now I'll just stand up. It's not going to be a problem. But when we get hit by the train, and especially, we say our generation, but anybody these days, you get hit by the train, you lie there and be like, oh, woe is me, the world is over, life is ended. It's like, no, it's not. And I get your pain, man, whatever situation you're in, it does suck. Things do hurt, and situations are bad, man. I know it firsthand, but if you just lie there and do nothing about it, nothing is ever going to change in your life.
Yeah, because people will just linger there, and they'll, like you said, they put their identities in their suffering.
Mm-hmm.
It's like PT says it a lot when addicts are 3 years sober. It's like, you're not an addict anymore.
You're not. You're free. Leave it be.
Yeah.
Like, I appreciate the celebration, because you should celebrate like you are sober. That's awesome. But don't linger on that problem anymore. Leave it in the past. Move on. God forgot about it, so you should too.
Yeah, you're not a recovering addict.
Right.
You are recovered. You're done.
You're good. If you're still recovering, that means you're kind of still dealing with it.
It means you haven't really fixed the issue.
Right.
So,
and it's like, and that's not to go against people that have been addicts in the past, right?
Mm-hmm.
But if you can use that as testimony, because testimony is important, because then you can relate to people like, well, this is what God did through me during the time of that struggle and that issue and that addiction. Now I'm free of it because of God and because of the hard work that He allowed me to put into it. Now I'm free. I'm sober. I'm clean. I don't have to worry about this issue anymore. You should do that too.
yeah.
But it's not like, well, no, we can celebrate again, and I'm all for celebrations. I think it's important, but don't linger on it. Don't allow even being free of something to be, you know, this worship, because it's not.
Yeah, it's good to see how far you've come too, because when you look back on who you were and you see that you've improved, you can be like, wow, I really did something there. And then it kind of motivates you to do it again.
Yeah.
And just become better and better.